Good morning, everyone. We'll start the podcast in another minute. Participants are still joining. I think we are good to go. Again, very good morning, everyone. Welcome to Prepare with William Monel India. This is Rajasekhar Kongari, Equity Research Analyst. Let's get into how the Nifty is placed it and what are the levels we are looking at. You can see Nifty is trading below its key moving averages for a while. This green line, which is the short-term moving average, 21 DMA. Yesterday, it nearly touched that level. However, it closed on the lower side. Being a monthly expiry, yesterday's session was highly volatile. And also, however, the volumes have been significantly lower yesterday. Mostly, the action was driven by FNO contracts, that is future and option contracts, which were expiring yesterday. No much action in the equities cash market. And today starts the first day of the July series. We hope July series works well for the market and Nifty reclaims its key moving averages, and we are back into confirmed uptrend. For the last 2 to 3 months, we have been on the sidelines because of weakness in the market. Let's hope July brings new hope and new good performance to our investors. Talking about key news, Reliance has signed a long-term contract with Pret A Manger. It is about to launch and build a brand in India. Lupin has received an approval from US regulatory, that is US FDA, for some tablets which are used for schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorders. This will work positive for the company. Stock might react positively towards it. And CCI has approved Google to invest 1.2% stake, that is buying a stake in Bharati Airtel. This might give good opening for the Bharati Airtel in today's session. I'll talk about 8 core sector growth in the next slide. I have prepared separately. India's external debt to GDP has declined to 20% from 21% year-on-year basis. This is a good sign. External debt is India borrowing from other countries, governments, or the World Bank, or any key financial institutions that comes under external debt. Foreign investors have been selling in the Indian market. Yesterday also they have sold more than 1,000 crores of equities. However, it was compensated by domestic investors who have bought more than 1,300 worth of equities in the yesterday's market. So, talking about 8 core sector growth, it has increased 18.1% year on year yesterday. For the May, the report came in yesterday. And for 8 core sectors include petroleum, which has a highest weightage, that is 28%, has grown 16.7%. This is a major contributor to the growth, followed by electricity, which has nearly 20% weightage, has also grown more than 22%. These two combined have given good growth on the overall 8 core sector output growth. And other sectors include steel, coal, crude oil, natural gas, cement, and fertilizers. All the sectors have given good growth in the May. This is a good sign for the Indian economy. If these sectors are performing well, then the overall economy will perform well, and we might see good GDP growth rate as well. Last night, US market closed lower. US GDP data came out, and market has reacted negatively. You can see Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq was down nearly 1% yesterday. Asian markets are also taking global cues, and they are trading slightly lower, 0.6 to 0.9% lower. Brent crude is trading at $109 per barrel, and USD INR is continue to weaken. That is, rupee is weakening continuously. It is at nearly 79.80 rupees, which is very bad sign for a country which has uh, a trade deficit. That is, India has more imports compared to exports. So the imports will become costlier because of rupee depreciation. Thus, a very sign of cautiousness should be looked at when talking about USD INR. US 10-year bond yield has come down slightly from 3.2% to 3.02%. This is a good sign. When our equity markets are not performing well, investors move their funds from the equity markets to the safe haven assets like bonds. So at that time, bond yields will increase. However, there is some consolidation happening now. That is the reason bond yields are coming down slightly, which is a good sign. SGX Nifty is also indicating a negative opening for the Indian market. Yesterday, Nifty closed around 15,780 level. We might see 80-70 points lower opening for the Nifty. And that lower opening is, if that lower opening is sustained, we might see another 100 to 200 points follow-up selling. However, if the Nifty starts taking a support and starts reclaiming their 21 DMA, then it might see a good upward action in the coming sessions. Talking about the chart of the day, we have picked the JK paper. You can see here recently it has broken out in March. However, due to weakness in the market, that is April and May, the stock has moved sideways, and with a slight selling has also happened. That is mostly it is a profit booking. You can see volume on the down days is significantly lower compared to the average volume. However, volume on the green days, that is stock closing higher, and the volume was also on the higher side, indicating good accumulation happening in the stock. Even though many stocks which have been trading below its 200 DMA, this stock has not touched that level, which is a good sign. The stock has come again to near its ideal buy zone. You can see here this blue highlighted area. That is the reason we have picked this as a chart of the day. However, we are not advising our clients to taking in a chart for an educational purpose only. And talking about the stock, you can see here fundamentally the stock has been very good. EPS rating of 88, indicating fundamentally strong company. You can see here EPS has been growing more than double digits for the last 4 to 5 quarters. Sales have also been growing more than double digit growth. That is a good sign of canceling stock. Number of funds invested in the stock are also been increasing continuously. That is a good sponsorship for the stocks from the institutional investors. That shows a good sign of the company. Thanks for joining our people. Have a good trading session.